chairs make the design history. So if you want to add something, a new idea to the design history, yeah, you could also make a watch or a shoe, but people are not caring so much about maybe watches or shoes. People care about the chair. And I tell you, you know why chairs are so important? Because with your textiles, with your clothing, you spend, let's say, most of your time. But the second most time you spend with your chairs. Because when you sit, most of the day you sit.
La sedia con cui provare a passare alla storia, il designer tedesco Werner Aisslinger l'ha chiamata Hemp, canapa, ed è prodotta da Moroso. Si tratta di uno stampo monoscocca realizzato in fibre naturali di canapa e kenaf. È impilabile, leggera e coloratissima.
And these natural fibers, you can, with kind of a heavy mold compression and with a kind of a new kind of glue that is water-based, you can compress it into a very, very strong new material, which is exciting because it's ecological, it's 100% kind of recyclable, and it's made from nature. And this can replace any plastic that has been used in the last 30, 40 years. It starts now to be used in the automotive industry for the inside panels of cars. Normally it's hidden, you don't see the material because it's covered by leather or fabric, but if you take the material pure as it is and you can color it as you see, it's getting a nice kind of natural finish and material. I think design is always driven by materials and technology. That's the future. If you see design more as a profession that is caring about shapes, it gets a kind of a thing that is on a long run, I think, boring just to play around with shapes. If you go into design history, you find the challenging objects are always about new technologies compared with new shapes, but also with new materials.
Sempre alle frontiere della sperimentazione, Aisslinger sta lavorando, fra le altre cose, a un design vegetale e vivente e a una serie di loft trasportabili, pensati per la vita nomade di oggi.
I think it's interesting to have a small unit that is transportable, or you can also use it in different phases of your life for different reasons. Like, for example, if you buy this loft cube, it could be a student home when you are young. It could be a holiday home when you have kids or you have a family, like a weekend house. And when you are old and retired, it could be kind of a small place in the nature where you go, so you can move the house due to your lifespans in different areas or for different reasons.
Una buona idea questi loft portatili anche per i giovani italiani, visto il caro affitti?
The generation after the Second World War worked hard in Italy, and the younger generations in Italy, they spend their money for cars and for fashion and for, I don't know, gadgets. So they are financed by the grandmothers and grandfathers or parents, and because they spend all the money they earn into gadgets, that's my impression, they cannot afford an apartment. So they live in the house of the parents until they are 40, until they are married.